Hello everyone! Today I'm going to share with you my favorites from the past 2 months since I didn't get to film a favorites video last month. And I'm going to show you a different range of products today, and I'm going to go in order by category. So first, since everyone asks me what nail polish I'm wearing, this is the Dior Vernis in 707. It's a gray color, it's not black, and it's super glossy and perfectly opaque in 2 coats. And one thing that I really love about these Dior Vernis is that they're so much smaller than the Chanel ones, so it's really nice to carry around with you. This is just for size comparison. It's really tiny, but it holds a good amount of product. The cap is also easy to hold, and the brush is actually shaped like the top of your cuticle. So it's a curved brush like this. So it makes it really easy for me to paint my nails because I have rather thin nail beds. I don't have to ram the brush against the edges of my cuticles and have to go through the hassle of removing polish later. I really do think these are worth the money. Next I have another nail polish. This is Chanel's Riva, and this was only available on Chanel.com, and it's a lovely pale blue color, and I can only imagine how much better this is going to look when I'm super tan in the summer. The only problem with this nail polish is that I have to use 3 or even 4 coats to make it super opaque and non-streaky. The color is gorgeous, however, so if you're still interested in having a blue with a really light sheen, I really recommend this one. These are absolute misses. I love the jelly finish for nails, but on my nails they look pretty much clear. This one is slightly brighter, and this one is slightly more muted, but more or less they look like clear polishes. If you are a French manicure kind of girl, then you might like these. But if you wanted it for the kind of color that you see in the bottle, I do not recommend them at all. Now, for foundation, I have 2 different foundations. I finally tried the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup, since so many of you guys happen to be fans of this. I am actually in between 2 shades. I'm between 2W1 and 3W1. I actually ended up purchasing 3W1 because I'm using this with my Sheer Glow. This alone I haven't been impressed with. I've only worn it 2 or 3 times alone, and I felt that it didn't blend very well into my skin. It actually accentuated my pores a little bit, but it might have just been the skincare that I've been using underneath, or maybe just I was in a rush to apply it. So I'm going to keep experimenting with this one and see if I can wear it alone, but for now with Sheer Glow, this looks amazing. And I've been using my Ceylan Sheer Glow with this 3W1 Tawny Double Wear for any of you guys who are interested in color matching to me. And I am slightly tanner at the moment, even though it's winter. A strange thing, right? Now, Makeup Forever is a brand that I never really bought into when it first came out, but I'm actually loving Makeup Forever products these days, and I recently picked up their face and body foundation. This is in number 32. I believe it's called Alabaster Beige. It's ever so slightly orange for me, but when it's blended into the skin, you really don't see it that much. It's a very thin, gel-like formula, and I'm rather fond of it. It's waterproof, which I love, and I'm actually going to test this out and see if it causes any of the ghostliness or the white cast in photographs. And I also plan to wear this under my Makeup Forever HD foundation because I find that it doesn't last that long on me, so I'm hoping that this waterproof base will help the Makeup Forever HD foundation adhere a little better to my skin. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. I guess I'll continue on with more face products before I get into the eyes and lips. I've also been using the Makeup Forever HD Concealer. I recently picked this one up this month, and I use the shade 330. It has a silicone top, which is unlike any other concealer I've ever used, but it's super flexible, and while I don't love it to apply to my skin like this, I just take the product with a clean finger and dab. So you can use either way, it's really up to you, but for any of you who want to see what my shade looks like, that's the color of 330. Lastly, I have this by Terry eye primer, and I read about this on the blog called BritishBeautyBlogger.com, and she's actually an industry insider, so I highly recommend her blog if you guys want an insider opinion. But this is an eye primer that I've been using as an eye primer as well as an eyeshadow base. Now, it has such a silky smooth, moussey texture. I'm hoping that the lighting will adjust itself, so here we go. I'm going to swipe it across my hand, so I hope you can see that there. And I really love the way it feels. And I use shade number 2. And once blended in, it doesn't look like anything. I know the lighting is hard because it's adjusting slowly, but it looks like nothing. And it makes my eyelid area super smooth and ready for any products to go on top of. I find that this holds my eye color even longer than the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base that I've been using. I purchased this a while ago with another NARS product, a cream shadow called NARS Corfu, which I'll talk about in a second. But when I use these products together, they really hold my eyeshadow. Now, I know a lot of you guys love the Urban Decay Primer Potion or the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I can tell you for sure that Too Faced Shadow Insurance does not work for me at all. That thing is awful. It makes my eyelids even more oily than they really are, and my eyelids are only moderately oily, so I had to discontinue the use of that one. And I have used the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original and the gold colored one, Sin. I like Sin very much, even though I don't reach for it anymore, but the Urban Decay Original, I feel, it dries to a very matte, chalky finish, so it's not as easy to blend shadows on top of, plus I don't feel like it holds my shadow very long. So I've been using this NARS and this by Terry product together, so the packaging on this is so much better too because it doesn't have a slanted doe tip. It looks like this. Just a standard doe foot. It's actually smaller than any Chanel Glossimeris doe foot, but I actually prefer that for the eye. And it's a very clear, thin paste. And it's really blendable and super easy to apply. So that's that. Oh, by the way, I purchased this by Terry eye primer at Bloomingdale's, the boutique Space NK. So it's like a little makeup boutique that sells Vincent Longo and Gemma Kid professional makeup inside the Bloomingdale's makeup section. Now for the NARS Corfu that I just mentioned. I heard about this shadow a long time ago, but never committed to purchasing it. This is apparently Mandy Moore's favorite eyeshadow, and she spoke about it in an interview that I read in a magazine that I no longer remember what the name was. But as much as I love this shadow, it just doesn't really work for me that well. The staying power is not as bad as I expected, considering the reviews that I read that said NARS cream shadows only last an hour or 2 hours. It lasts about 3 hours on me, especially if I use this NARS Pro Prime shadow base underneath. However, even with this, it doesn't last all day. Hardly lasts more than 4 to 5 hours. I, however, have found a product that's super similar in color and is even more affordable. So I believe this is $24, but the Makeup Forever Aqua Cream in number 15 is a slightly darker version of Corfu, which I actually prefer, so I can wear this alone. And this is waterproof, so it lasts all day. I'm gonna swatch them for you, just because I know some of you are going to ask. I was going to do a blog post on this, but I figured that some of you will not want to visit my blog and would rather see me do it now instead. So the one thing that I prefer about the Aqua Cream over the texture of the NARS Shadow Cream is that the NARS Shadow Cream is very, very light. It's so light that it doesn't stay, clearly, which was the problem that I ran into. Now, the taupe one is showing up a lot darker than I would like it to, so I'm trying to blend it out at the moment. But on my eyes, there's not too much of a difference. Corfu is significantly lighter here, but when placed on my eye, the Makeup Forever is not this dark. It's actually a lovely, cool taupe. And these are the kind of colors that I wear on a regular daily basis. So for those of you who are interested in seeing my everyday makeup look, I will probably use the Makeup Forever Aqua Cream or my Chanel Cle de Peau combo that I've been wearing, which is what eyeshadow I'm wearing right now. So the Makeup Forever is lovely. It lasts all day. So if you want a color that's versatile enough, but not too cool and not too warm, but lasts longer than NARS Corfu, definitely check out the Makeup Forever number 15. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I might give it to my sister if she likes the color. Now for the lip products, I have something very exciting to show you. I have found the perfect peach combination. And I'm not talking orange peach or pinkish peach. Now, I always wanted to try the Bobbi Brown lip color in Salmon, and this is in number 1. They now carry this at Sephora if your particular Sephora has a Bobbi Brown counter. I'm going to swatch the color for you here. And on the back of my hand, it's rather a creamy tangerine orange. So at first, I was just like, I really don't love it. So here's the color by itself. In sunlight and in indoor lighting, it looks like a peachy tangerine. So I don't love the color by itself. And on my lips, it looks okay. I like to sheer it out, but like I said, I don't love it. However, I randomly stumbled upon this Revlon Super Lustrous Gloss that I have here in Petal Peach. This one had been pretty lonely because I didn't like it when I first tried this on alone. I thought it looked stark and pasty, and I did not like it nearly as much as my Lilac Pastel version. This, however, now has been put to use because on top of this salmon lipstick, it makes the perfect peach color. And I'm going to wear this in a video one day, and I know undoubtedly I'm going to get questions about my lip color because that's how beautiful it is. It is the perfect peach nude combo. And I'm so excited that now I have a use for both products. Personally, I think it looks better on my lips, but here is the gloss swatched on top. Right now I'm wearing Lancome's Rich Cashmere, which is the first nude I ever purchased. And I'm also wearing on top of this particular lipstick, this Guerlain Kiss Kiss gloss. I got a sample of this from my Guerlain sales associate who just left on pregnancy leave, so I'm gonna wait till she comes back to buy this from her. And this is an $8.65, so I don't want to take this off to put on the Bobbi Brown and Revlon combination for you, but I'll wear it in my next video and you guys will see. It's truly, truly beautiful. And last but not least, I have been testing out new skincare. My skin has been erratic and the winter has not been kind to my skin. So I've been trying out a few products, some from the drugstore, some from elsewhere. I purchased this oil-free acne wash, Redness Soothing Gentle Scrub. Oh, that was a mouthful. And this is supposed to be one that soothes your skin while combating acne. I feel like it soothes and it has a nice scent. It's kind of minty. I like to use it when I'm in the shower. But sunburn alert, which I did not read on the back when I purchased this. This was pretty expensive. I think it was almost $10 at CVS for this size. I mean, this isn't very big. It holds 4.2 fluid ounces. So anyway, let me read you the back because it has a sunburn alert. For any of you who have sensitive skin, you might want to avoid this even if you have redness. This product contains an alpha hydroxy acid that may increase your skin sensitivity to the sun and particularly the possibility of sunburn. Use a sunscreen, wear protective clothing, and limit sun exposure while using this product and for a week after using it. Which means that unless you're diligent about sunscreen, you should not buy this product. I know it's advertised as a redness soothing scrub, but I don't really feel it changes my redness. I still have my red patches and I've been using it diligently for almost a month. So do not recommend. I hope you enjoyed this favorites video. Let me know what you guys want to see more of in my favorites if you have a preference. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.